So, where have you been, T, for the last month? So I released a video 2 months after the previous one, so it was a very long break from me releasing videos on any regular basis. The thing is, the new video is almost ready. It should be ready on Saturday. It's already trimmed, and I made like the first two chapters, I believe, of the video are already done. I still need to record the intro, which will be like a skit. No, how do you call it? Yeah, basically like the one, like the video that I made in the world building bandit video. Basically, a skit, I believe it's called. Yeah, and okay, maybe I should address why it's taking so long to take those videos. It's not about those videos taking very long. It's more like I had my issues before making this first video after 2 months, and then it was a very bad idea to make a make a huge video, like a Moloch video, after a long break, because those animations that you can see in this Fallout New Vegas world building video that I make when I present the backstory of the Mojave Desert and trying to explain the events that are happening and how those factions make sense, where they are, like the backstory is making them make sense. Those animations took me a while, like making half a minute of those little animations was taking around half an hour to an hour of editing, because it was very difficult to time it. Like, whenever you do something for the first time, it's always very difficult and takes much more time than it's supposed to. And it was too ambitious for a comeback video, which burned a lot of my energy, because now whenever I sat down to record a video, do something with YouTube, I remember about editing those very, very, very small portion of the video that took a long time to do. And I believe that's what exhausted all of my energy. But the next, like this video is much shorter. By much shorter, I mean it was supposed to be below 10 minutes, and it's like 16 or 15 minutes, I believe it will be, if you count the intro and outro. We will see how it will end up, because I actually cut a lot of things from it, a lot of points that I was making, because they didn't make any sense. Like they were like a padding, right? They were not substantial. I was giving too many examples, which is not that good, because they can be quite boring. Yeah, so that's about the last video. Well, the video that's coming. For more up-to-date things, hopefully I'll be able to release them more frequently now, especially that I plan to do some media reviews, because it's a storytelling world building channel, so might as well talk about some movies or some books, maybe, but I will need to reread them. There's actually Arcane season 2 coming out in November now, so I might actually do a video about that show, because the first season was really good, and I hope that they don't screw up this in the next season. That's a fear that I always have when I see a modern TV series or like a film coming out and it's really good. I'm so scared of the next season, because what happens very often is that those videos, those TV shows or those movies, there's a lot of care put into the first season or the first episode or the first movie, and then it's popular, so let's make something to make money, and then the next one is shit. Often, not always, but very often. So I really hope that they do not screw up the season 2. And I heard that it is supposed to be the last season of Arcane, at least for like this storyline, right? For Jinx and Vi and Pill Tower. And I think it's a good decision for now, because I can see a lot of plot points coming to an end. and they would need like a longer break in terms of like, I mean, in universe, like in the world of Arcane, a longer break, because I believe what will happen is that Pill Tower will, not Pill Tower, but the bottom part of Pill Tower will secede, and um, I don't know that like I forgot out of the lore of League of Legends because I haven't played this game for like a decade almost. But there was like this other town, like technological town that was quote unquote evil, like the more immoral place, like a darker side of Pill Tower, and that's I believe what will happen. They will politically be separated, and I hope at least that's what I will do at least is they will show a bit more of Noxus and Demacia, I believe it's called, and Demacia putting pressure on Pill Tower and trying to fight over their technology and their influence. There's some really great geopolitics to be made in season 2 because there was a lot of things set up in for the first season. Because there was this lady in Noxus. Also, I believe the council. Okay, spoilers for Arcane season 1. The council is probably dead in the beginning of season 2, and that will probably mean war. That's why this season will be. I think it will be more I'm speculating out. You know, I try whenever I really want to see something and I have high hopes for something. I avoid like fire watching any kind of spoilers or any trailers that can reveal some story bits. I hate that because a lot of modern trailers do not understand how to do trailers good because they just tell you the main story of a show but just in a shorter version, which I really fucking hate. That's why I avoid them as hellfire whenever I am excited about something. Speaking of which, you are probably seeing the gameplay for Stalker 1 Call of Pripyat specifically. Right now I'm speaking because I'm replaying the Stalker games because Stalker 2 is coming out. I don't know if this game will work on my very old PC. I hope it would because Stalker is such an important piece of media for Eastern Europe. I know it's a Ukrainian game, but you know the entire Eastern Europe share a lot of the same suffering under the Soviet Union, and this dystopian, grey, depressing vibe of Stalker 1, like it very much reflects living here for like post-Soviet Union, right? Right now it's a bit different, especially here in Poland when I live. It's much more. I was about to go into a tangent about the cultural shift in Poland, but never mind. It's not a channel about politics. It's a very important piece of media because it shows some kind of common suffering, and this, especially in this gameplay that you will see, all those blocks, these grey blocks of flats which look fucking depressing and boring, and this entire dark atmosphere. I really like that because it shows you the difference between Fallout and Fallout being the post-apocalypse for the West, and Stalker being the post-apocalypse for the East, where Fallout is like, I understand that the first and the second Fallout is also a bit darker than the new ones. Even Fallout New Vegas, which is also fantastic, and also done by people who done the originals. It's not that dark. There are dark places and dark pieces of it, right? The Caesar's Legion, the crucifixion of soldiers, and slavery and selling women into prostitution as the Legion did. There is some very dark themes in it, but in the same time you have the Yes Man and and other funny situations. In the Old World Blues, I believe, where they just kidnap you and they install some kind of brain thing in your head. You know, Fallout is not that completely dark, and Stalker is like it have a very Eastern European vibe, and I really hope Stalker 2 will continue with that, because Stalker is one of the very few video games that when you play in the higher difficulties, it's very easy to die and to kill your enemies, because how the difficulty works is that all weapons deal more damage the higher the difficulty is. It's strange. It's not like everyone is a power like a bullet sponge. It's actually the other way around. Everyone becomes very fragile, even the enemies, but you too. And since there is more enemies than you, because you are just one person, you are far more likely to die. It's more difficult. But I really like that. There is very few single player games that do something like this. There are multiplayer games that I really like Hell Let Loose, that are like hyper realistic in this term. But yeah, really looking forward to Stalker 2 and Arcane Season 2. I am also contemplating streaming, but with 2,000 subscribers, that's like how many people will see me streaming? Like one person, maybe two. I doubt there is a crowd for that. But I really would like to stream at some point. Not just change into streaming. Just do some streaming from time to time. But I'll need to wait until there's more people so I can interact more with you in the chat, because I don't know. I think I would like to show more of my personal, more of my in-person because those videos are unscripted. I talk whatever I want to, whatever I talk, whatever topic is in my mind. However, I don't interact with you, right? I'm talking to you, not with you. And when you are streaming, you're actually speaking with, right? You answer questions on the chat. You interact with people who are following you. And I would like to do some streaming at some point, but I need to wait until I have like at least 10k subscribers. I think when I will have 10k subscribers, I will make a streaming, video, Q&A video, where I play something and I just stream. Yeah, I would like to stream from time to time. Of course, not going away from my usual stuff. Yeah, so that's all for today. The video should be tomorrow or Sunday at most, because this video is much shorter and it's much easier for me to edit. Videos that are more in person are actually way better to do, because I don't actually need to put a lot of stuff in between. I don't need to put a lot of video sections to entertain people in the beginning of the video or during the video. I don't really need to give a lot of visual reference, because I just speak and I just move my hands. So I prefer to do them, but sometimes I will need to make those videos where I am barely on the screen, like the world building guides or doing the analysis of some media. I don't know how this Arcane Season 2 videos will look like. It's I still don't know how those videos should be done. The structure of those videos. Yeah, but that's all for today. So see you on Saturday or Sunday when the new video is released. And well, see you when I see you. Bye.